How's it going, everybody? I'm here on the playtest with my buddy Dacier, and we're going to be showing some Blastaar maxed out footage today. How you doing, brother?
I'm not doing too bad. How about yourself, man?
I'm doing very, very good. So a couple things I want to do before we get into the gameplays. I want to talk about what we have in the testing right now, right? So on the playtest, all the characters are 7 red stars. This will skew our findings a little bit because oftentimes you're going to be facing off against diamond characters, right? Let's get that out of the way. So he's going to perform a little bit better just on that basis alone. Also, we have all the awakened abilities, which, as we're going to discuss, crazy impactful. Lots of speed shenanigans going on with that basic and the passive, but that could be blocked, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, so let's just go ahead. Let's go right
Yeah,
into the
for
footage.
the
Go ahead.
yeah, I was just gonna say for the speed bar, that's like the glaring thing that I think a lot of us kind of overlooked, which we can kind of take a look at the defense here and just say it's like, hey, we're actually limited on what we can actually attack, which I didn't really think about that when I saw it as a kid. Did you?
I did. As soon as I saw there was so much behind speed bar, I was like, oh, well, with Crucible only having 6 rooms, most teams they put out these days stop speed bar. We got Starjammers, we got Accursed, we got Captain Britain, we got Professor X. So right away, that's 4. Are we missing any characters here? There's a couple that
Yep.
do it on the offensive side, right? We have the Immortals that do it on the offensive side. I'm sure there'll be another team that's going to come out that's going to be stopping speed bar before you know, and there's like, okay, 5 rooms that kind of stop Blastaar's main shtick, right?
Yeah, and that's like a glaring thing I didn't really think about till it's like, wait a minute. So yeah, like you said, there's this 4 teams they could potentially put on defense if you go in turtle heavy,
Yeah.
and that's going to make it to where you kind of like forced to use your new legendary character into like maybe a subpar team. So I'm actually kind of curious how your testing is going to end up doing into this.
Yeah, me too. So before I did get to test against Starjammers, let's just show that one. It's gonna be kind of funny. And at the time, I didn't have my own speed bar stopper, so I came in with speed stat stopper at least, right? I want to stop the havoc, so I came in like this. Let me just put the fastest character in the middle because we know how those shenanigans go. Maybe I'll grab myself. You know what? We'll grab Emma here. Actually, no, because Starjammers are actually immune to Emma. We're going to talk about Emma in this video as well, though, because there's some crazy stuff going on with her. I just want a pre-taunt that's not
Yeah.
cosmic, essentially. Or maybe some revives. Let's grab a revive character, right? We'll see how this goes, because Starjammers don't have any perma kills.
That could do.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Probably not. Last time I tried this match, I brought Reed, which obviously is a cosmic protector. He doesn't do much, but Havoc still went for him, so it was actually kind of lucky. The match was still over in 20 seconds, and I did not get a turn. So I'm interested to see
That's what happened to me as well.
I was happy to, and not looking great so far. We are ability blocked. There goes Franklin's first life. There goes the Lander, so there will go Franklin's second life. Groot's gonna do that, so not terrible there. Okay, it's my turn. Oh my gosh, it's my turn. This is amazing. We'll do a basic. That'll give me some bomb blast stacks.
That's a first.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna matter. We're ability blocked for 2 turns with traumas, so we're actually the only way we would get to alt is if we die. And you know what? At least we were. Oh, we lose our bomb blast stacks there. Okay, so that's a little bit of news to me.
Ooh, yeah.
We're gonna go ahead and cancel out before this testing is over. That's the
You're
experience.
invisible and about to yeet you.
Yeah. Right, so that's kind of the experience when somebody can outspeed bar you. Blastaar is extremely squishy, pretty easy to control. If you have to bring in too many pieces around him to try and craft your opponent, you're going to be really open to anti-protection measures against your Blastaar, right? Okay. I actually did a curse with Mephisto. It went really poorly for me. Have you done any testing against Accursed with your Blastaar?
I did not have a chance to do that one yet.
All right, let's just because
So no.
Okay, so I'm gonna come in here, and I know I need to stop speed bar. Because if I don't stop speed bar, Azazel's gonna mess me up, and Juggernaut's gonna mess me up. Actually, you know what? Blastaar can't be turn meter rewound. Let's try something crazy here. Let's go with Invisible Woman. Let's go Franklin. So those are 2 characters faster than 129. We got or at 129. That's kind of the magic number for the Accursed team to make sure you're going first. Let me grab Quasar's 129 and who else? I could get Captain Britain here to stop their speed bar in their tracks. Instead, I'm going to greed out here. Let's go with Falcon. He's fast. And I just kind of want to see what's going to happen here. So this is kind of, I guess this would be the idea of what you would try and accomplish if you can't bring in like a Kahori, right? Because if you can have speedbar on spawn or speedbar after the fact, then all of a sudden I can bring Kahori, get a bazillion bomb burst stacks, and I kind of go off to the races. If speedbar is being stopped, we're kind of stuck doing something similar to this to try and get his stacks up right away. Because with no speedbar, the idea that he's going to reach his second turn, you saw from the Starjammers match, kind of rough, right? All right, here we go.
Yeah, it's really rough if you can't get going.
Okay, so we're up to 3 stacks now. This will bring us up to 4. I could bring them together, but that doesn't do much for me. So let's just get him up to 4 stacks. Maybe I should have made him a raider for this one. All right, we can see Invisible. Look, Invisible Woman did a crap ton of damage there. Azazel cannot turn meter rewind.
So you're going to turn meter rewind.
Yeah. He didn't hit Blastaar. Okay, there, he hit Blastaar. Blastaar cannot be turn meter rewind anyway if he has Bomb Blast stacks, so that's good. We're going to slow it down here. So he's got 4 stacks. That means he's going to hit for like 1,250% piercing here. It might kill.
Get ready to quit out.
Okay, so not quite enough in this regard, right? Like the Striker attack will kill Juggernaut, but then the clap back from Helverine, Satana, and the Hood, I lose this fight, right?
Yeah, because now they're going to rebound back because they still got the 4 members.
Yeah, exactly. And if this had Mephisto, so one of the things with Mephisto is you have to bring an anti-speed bar because Juggernaut gives speed to protectors, and Mephisto's a protector, and that kind of ruins things. So even at 7 red stars, even getting him his 4 bomb blast stacks, we see it's not enough on even build. Right, so if I have a 7 red star Blastaar and I'm facing off against Accursed, I'm going to assume that at that point lots of people have diamonds on their Accursed, so we're going to have an even worse damage check there, right?
Yeah, and if you're like really into Crucible, like maybe at the top end, those Accursed members are also going to be G20, so you're not going to be able to use like overpowered against them as well. So
yeah,
that's another thing.
Exactly. All right, what do you think? What do you think about this Odin Black Knight Illuminati team? What kind of Blastaar team do you think we can craft to get through this, if at all?
Something I still like is going to be like Old Man Logan. He still works pretty good. Other members with it, you can probably still bring Kahori because I don't know if the Black Knight's still going to like annihilate her or anything, but that would kind of.
Well, Captain Britain's
help a little bit because you can get those basic start.
Captain Britain shuts her down, so she's actually not going to be very helpful here.
But that would still get your Blastaar again, the 2 bomb stacks right off the bat. And that would get him going a little bit.
No, Kahori's not going to take turns out the gate because of Captain Britain.
Oh, true.
So,
let me see.
I like the Old Man Logan, though. The Old Man Logan makes a lot of sense because with speed bar off the table, he will still stop Odin from getting his charges up. Odin's going to have the highest damage here, right? So he'll stop Odin from getting charges on that special, and that could be helpful for sure. I'm just worried about the battlefield effect now. Like how can we, I guess Echo, right? We got to bring Echo here.
Yeah, Echo for sure.
Okay. And then probably some sort of pre-taunt to try and protect these guys. What pre? You know what? Let's grab Reed. Reed's a great pre-taunt, right? He's gonna have new stats. He's got the pre-taunt. He's got the death proof, so he's probably not gonna die too much.
And now you need somebody to pull the Black Panther Shuri opening move.
Oh yeah, away from Old Man Logan. True. So let's go grab a controller in that case. Bum, 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 bum. I really like the idea. Okay, let's grab Franklin. He's really fast. He'll help us out quite a bit. I really like the
Yeah.
idea of Doom with Blastaar, but Doom the speed. It's the same thing. It's the same story over and over again. Like so, if Speedbar's on the table, Doom's
Yeah.
great, but Kahori's better at that point. So it's really tough when we're thinking about how to actually get use out of Blastaar's amazing speedbar mechanics in Crucible with only 6 rooms. All right, let's see here. I think this is gonna go really
Yeah,
poorly.
on paper, he's really interesting. Where like you get a pick, do you want to use that basic, special, or ultimate, and there's no ability cost on any of them. So it's really interesting on what they were going for.
Yeah, this is not going good. All right, so no assists, so no battlefield effect, no charges. That's cool and all, but we still have 2 turns of slow. We got trauma. Not looking the best right now, I gotta say. I'm not super excited about my prospects here. Um, I mean, Alt's not gonna do
So
anything here.
these is it the special that reduces the positive effects, or is it the basic?
Special reduced positive effects. This
Uh,
one reduces something as well, I think. It barriers allies. Hmm.
Apply immunity. That's gonna help
Yeah, you know what? I think
for
that's
Old
probably a
Man
call.
Logan.
Let's do it. I think that's the right call because I also need to protect him in hopes that he can actually reach his next turn, where he will hopefully have more bomb blast
Yeah.
dice. Reed is not gonna get to do a basic. Can't stun here. I can maybe get the speed up off of Odin. That would be the
And
best case, but then I still have no bomb blast tax, right? So why don't I go ahead and basic here? Let's get some bomb blast going in the hopes that he'll somehow get
ooh,
this
Old
done.
Man Logan.
Yeah. Oh, he held on though. Look at Reed did really good here, but there's that battle. Oh no! Oh, my testing's over. All right,
Oh no no no.
that's it.
Oh.
Well, okay. I got some more footage that we can go look at. Unfortunately, we're not gonna be able to do any more blaster testing here. I did want to show some Professor X matches and some Phoenix Force matches, so let me go drag those up. All right. Well, you know what? Blastaar is not great if you let Odin take a turn. I will show a different Odin fight that I have recorded. I think I actually like spoke over it though, so it'll be a little insert. But let's check this out, right? So we have Professor X, we have Emma X, and we have Old Emma. And this is kind of interesting, right? Because Old Emma, with my testing, is actually outshining Blastaar, which I thought is interesting. But Blastaar still works pretty interestingly here. So let's go ahead and check this out. And what was your experience trying to use Blaster into Professor X characters or teams?
So the one I did, I tried doing something a little different. The interesting thing is if you can actually get it to where like Blastaar's passive can actually start popping off with the basics and everything. I found that the Fantastic Four, Old Man Logan, and Blastaar is like a huge power team that you can end up making because anytime Human Torch gets the assist, you're getting the turn meter. Old Man Logan gets the assist, you're getting the turn meter on him as well with the stacks. So it's actually really interesting in that regard. The issue is, like we kind of said, is there's way too many teams and characters that can just like shut down the speed mechanics right now. And that was an insane blast they just ended up doing right there.
Yeah, yeah, that was great. And one thing I'll add to that is you're absolutely right. And the teams that stop speed bar tend to be innately fast teams. And so your speed stat is
Yeah.
tough to manage that as well. And yes, Fantastic Four can come in here and they get a bunch of basics off and they can do some good Blastaar bomb burst for you, and that's fantastic. But sometimes you need to use the ultimate from Franklin to get off a tank, like I had to do to Gladiator here, right? So that's less bomb
Yeah.
blast tags. A couple things I do think are interesting to note as well. You're talking about different ways he can get bomb blast tags. He also gets it on mind controls. So he'll get it on mind control. If you're in stage
Oh, I
one,
didn't catch that.
yeah, you can see he gets that's how he gets his third one here because I had to use Franklin's attack. In stage one, if you make him a skirmisher and he doesn't assist, that's a bomb blast stack as well. If you use somebody like Nick Fury and he gets a random assist, that's a bomb blast stack, but obviously very, very, RNG dependent. So there's a bunch of different ways we can get those bomb blast stacks on, but it still feels like if speed bar's off the table, it's normally an innately fast team or a very punishing team like we saw with Accursed, and that can go sideways, right?
Yeah, yeah, for sure. Man, if you that was only 3 charges too, so that could potentially get even more powerful. Because I think the 5 is the max, right?
Yes, for every stack, I believe is 250% extra piercing damage. So we can
Okay.
actually check the number on this one, which I think is cool. But yeah, it does seem like Professor X is more vulnerable than ever. And I'm not sure if it's exactly because of Blastaar or because of old Emma change against characters like Fantastic Four or Emma X. But yeah, big changes there. So yeah, mind control there comes in, and then we do the ultimate here with 3 stacks. So
Nice.
I think that's a total of 1,000% piercing, and you can see a bunch of like 6 million, 5 million, all kinds of great hits over there. All right.
Yeah, and that was a striker, so you could have done the striker shot right there at the end as well.
Yeah, exactly. Would have been extra damage. All right, but I think
Yeah.
we kind of proven the point. We kind of talked it to death about like speed bar stops things. Let's go look at a match where speed bar is on the table, and you can see how kind of devastating it can really be. All right, this will be the last fight we show. So this is a Phoenix Force team. This can be a very nightmare team, which I think is mostly solved now by the Immortal X-Men anyway. So going back to what we talked about earlier, feels like the teams that have speed bar can very well stop Blastaar under certain circumstances, and the other teams kind of have answers otherwise. But I want to share this with you, Dacier, because I thought this was crazy. And I just made a meme team. Like, so speed bar's on the table, so I brought Kahori, because that just feels really cool. I bring in Iron Patriot because Blastaar is a villain, so that's extra damage there. I don't bring in these guys. I think I bring in Apocalypse because that's extra damage, and it gets me off the taunt. And here we go, right? So we get a Bomb Blast charge there, and then I'll do it again for another Bomb Blast charge. Any day now. We'll do it again for another Bomb Blast charge. And then I actually... Yeah,
Maybe.
sorry, this is a recording previously, but I wanted to do it with Dacier instead. And then I actually... I get a little wonky here, I think. I think I do the basic instead because I want to get 2 more Bomb Blast charges. And because of the Awakened basic, you get 30% on both hits. Right? So there's a basic. I get 2 Bomb Blast charges. He almost dies. Yeah, so he almost dies at the gate, but now we get our second turn immediately, and we have 4 Bomb Blasts. So I'll try and pause this when the damage comes, because I thought this was hilarious. And this is a permakill, so Phoenix cannot bring back Omega Red after this. I thought this was so funny, into the defense up, into all that good stuff, right? He removes it because of the Awakened abilities. And you can see up here, he's just hitting for 17 million. He hit one of them for 23 million here. It's just like, okay, listen. If you can do the gimmick that he wants to do with speed bar, he's cracked. It's crazy, right? So when I think about, like, how could they kind of make Blastaar evolve from what I think me and you are concerned he's going to be kind of set as, right? He's going to be set as like your B tier master key killing team, right? How could they possibly make him go from that stage up to like A or S tier, like Quasar? Like, how Quasar Effective War was insane, right? And the answer definitely should not be make him immune to anti-speed bar, because this is what happens when he's immune to anti-speed bar. Everything dies. Everything dies. So, I don't know. I'm very curious what they should do to Blastaar. Do you have any ideas, or should we just default and see what chat thinks?
It's rough, because the issue is when he came and the kit came out, it's like, okay, cool. This guy looks like he's going to be Quasar for Crucible.
Yeah.
The issue is the anti-speed bar mechanics and limited rooms. So it's not like War where we have 10 rooms we can just kind of pick and choose. Now we're kind of forced to throw at him. And if we're like forced into throwing him at like sub B or high C tier teams, it's going to feel really bad. So I think they definitely need to do something with him. I can't place my finger on it because, like you said, we don't want him to be like immune to that stuff. But I think there could be some creative ways that they could try to get him where he should be. I just don't want to like go to the extreme and say, oh yeah, make him immune to like any speed bar type of mechanic type of thing. So I don't think that's going to be the answer, but it might be, especially with like Emma out there now in the wild, to where she could lower the speed, and that's going to affect him. So that could be another issue where if she's on the defensive side in another room, that could shut him down as well. So it's a weird place to be in, I think.
Yeah, me too. I'm very excited to see what you guys in the comment section think, and what everyone is going to think in the Discord and in Twitch chat and everything like that about this character, because I mean, I'm still really excited about him. Like, I'm sure I'm still going to get use out of him this week in Crucible at 4 yellow stars, just based on what I'm seeing here. I can make a meme team and just crush Phoenix Force. Like, that's a win already for me anyway. But I think it's going to fall short of the Quasar expectation.
Yeah, I think so too. I'm hoping this is like another case of test server to where it's like, hey, Null is terrible, Null is fantastic.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping it's something like that, but we'll need to find out.
For sure. All right, guys, that's it for me and Dacier. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. We're going to head on over to his channel now and do another video like this where we're going to be testing against my defensive teams, and we're going to see what he's going to use and see if he can get some great value out of Blastaar. Maybe we'll find some secret recipe stuff. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. But for now, guys, from me and Dacier, see you later. Bye.
Take care.
That's it for the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Stay happy, healthy, have fun, and I'll see you in the next one.